Don't forget to press the subscribe button and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all our videos. Okay guys, so welcome back and let's see what we are going to do in this video. So first of all, I got the solution to the keys, and so we will be implementing that. So getting all the posts and displaying it in a single post. Second thing will be identifying our own post or the user logged in user's post and display appropriate buttons. That means edit delete button. And the third thing will be the movement.js. So without wasting time, let's quickly get started. So for getting all the posts, I'll have to do one thing, and that is posts ref dot on value snap. So now comes the best part. So here I need to do this snap dot for each. So this is how I iterate through all the individual posts. So single post, and what I do here is first of all I'll have another value, so or variable var fetched posts. So initially it will be an empty array. So for each, inside of for each I will have it as a function. So this is a function, so single post, and I'll push every single post with key attached to it. So fetched posts and dot push, and here I will have dot 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 snap dot value. So this is something that will take all the items from that particular object, and it is a spread operator for objects. So the next part will be the key. So I'll name it as post key, and this will be snap dot key. It was so simple and we were struggling with it. Alright, so in this fetched post we have all the posts, and once we are out of this function I will set posts and it will be fetched posts. Great. So we had this map function. So let's see what we get in the map function. Not in the map function, but what do we see here? So I have created a bunch of posts. So I think it is not working as expected, but let's see. Get all posts. Okay. Let's see if we have the key here. Oh, no, but still let's suppose, do we have key? No, because see this is getting something different. Okay, so single post. Oh, the reason is we are taking the snap. We are supposed to take single post dot value and single post dot key. So let's see now. Okay, just fetching and working as expected. So every single post is converted into a simple object which has a post key attached to it. So based on this post key, if we want, we can just delete it. So let's do this thing that we will pass it on into our single post, and details equals to single post. So this is good. Single post is not defined, so we are getting the single post from here. And let's go into the single post. I'll get rid of feed at post. Okay, single post. Here we have details, so it should be details, and let's go into the name. So details dot first name details name. So but the issue is we don't have the first name last name. We are supposed to fetch it based on the UI, not based on UI, based on UID. Okay, so that's something we will be taking care of, but we at least have content, right? So we can put content here, which will be details.content. So this will work. And we have the created at time. So before we do anything, even in this function, even in this single post component, we will have to do an API call to Firebase. So which is not an issue, we can do it. Let's quickly do it. Const first name set first name use state empty string, and we'll do the same thing with last name. So last name, so this is done, and L is small, so use effect. Okay, and here we will have an empty array. So what do we do here is when we have a details dot that guy, what's his name, post key or what it is, created by, yes, it's created by. So const get first name last name, or I'll just do get name, and user ref dot once dot child, and child will be details dot created by dot once value snap return. We don't really need to return it, but what we can do here is that set first name to snap dot value, and first name set last name snap dot value, and here will be last name. Great, so this will work, and we need to do this only if we have details. So not details, but details dot created by. So this is okay, and what is this? It's missing dependency created by dot created by. Okay, so if details dot created by, if we have this, that's when you call this function get name. Okay, so just to verify this thing, we will have first name and last name. Let's go back and let's see what we get. Created by of undefined. Okay, we don't have created by, so we don't really need to put this guy in here. We can simply leave it as it is. Okay, content of undefined. So where is it? Details. Correct, it's here. If we have details, if we have content, that's when you display content, or else it will be nothing. Let's do that. It should be loading, but yeah, let's try this. There's an error again, content of undefined. If details, okay, details and okay, let's try this. Created by of undefined. So even here, if we have details and we have created by, this definitely should work. That look at this one, it is empty. I don't know why. It's not supposed to be empty, but yeah, this is something is fetching from the database. So I think this user is logged in as John Doe. Yes, that's true. So that is the reason we are having John Doe here. Okay, great. So now let's do one more thing. So let's see, have we like completed the task? Get all the posts and display it in a single post. Correct, this is done. Then we have identify logged in users post. This is something what we haven't done yet. So let's try and do this. Right now all the posts will have this, but one thing is something what I want to see, that why is it empty? This one is not supposed to be empty. There are 3 posts and we are looking, oh okay, maybe because we didn't remove the post from feed. Yes, see here we are not supposed to have single post, it's just gonna be post list. So this is good. And if I add something to this, so I just want to show you that new post. So if I post this, it's gonna come directly at the bottom. Okay, great, this is awesome. So let me just log out and I'll sign up from another account. So I'll try Jane Doe, jane@gmail.com 3456, submit. And okay, this guy was John Doe, and let me remove the my name from everywhere. Okay, great. So this is removed. Great. So this was created by John Doe, and I am new here. Okay, so this one is by Jane Doe and this is by John Doe, so which is perfect. And now one important thing what I forgot is when we add a post, if it was added successfully, what I want to do is I want to remove the content. So set content to empty string. So this is something which is required to do, that once I post, I have posted. So once I have posted, it's supposed to go away. So this is supposed to go away and it's not going because the input is not as state. So content, I think most probably now it's going to go away. How's it going? Post. Okay, so it's supposed to be in a different way. And let's go to the documentation. React materialize. React materialize, that should go directly to storybook rather than wasting my time here. Okay, not explore, but Yeah, come on, be quick. It's 3 a.m. right here. Okay, GitHub, I'll go here. Alright, I want to go into the documentation. So let's check for text area. Any text area, I'm interested in the input or value. Okay, so it's value. Value is content. Okay, so if I am here, hi, I am Doe. Okay, great. So it went away, which is perfect. Hi, I'm Jane Doe, which is perfect. Perfect. Okay, so one the thing was done, and I am supposed to identify my own post, right? So before I return, I'm going to create const my UID equals to, or it's just gonna be my UID, set my UID, use state, it's gonna be empty string, but here what I'll do is while I'm getting the name, I'll even get the UID. So const, so rather than doing it in every post, how about I pass it from post list? So here I'm just doing once, right? So I can do it like const my UID, set my UID equals to use state empty string, and const UID equals to firebase app dot auth dot current user dot UID. So I get this guy. I'll do this at the last moment and set my UID equals to UID, and I'll pass it into the single post. So my UID equals to my UID. Great. So if I'm in a single post, I'll search for my UID, and where is the drop down? It's right here. Okay, great. So I will display this thing if my UID equals to details dot created by, and this div should show up only when this post is created by me, right? So let's see what happens. Great. So John Doe, I'm Jane Doe, Jane Doe, Jane Doe, Jane Doe. Okay, this is the thing. So now we are able to identify which post was created by this current user and which post was created not by me, right? So this is awesome. So let's look at the third part, and that is the moment.js. Let's quickly install moment.js. Moment.js, and moment is going to be npm or yarn add moment. I have used npm a lot of times here, so I'll just go ahead with that. npm. Okay, it's gonna take a while, but We can keep all the posts here because we have different timings in there. So okay, this guy shouldn't take too long. Alright, so it's done, which is great. And we have a bunch of warnings. We will be taking care of that thing in a while. Okay, so where is the documentation? I want to use the from now. Okay, I can use the from now, or yeah, from now. It can be like 3 days ago, 3 hours ago, and which is great. Okay, so let's go and import moment. Import moment from moment. And what I'm going to do here is, where is the date? Six days ago. I'm looking for 6 days ago. Where are you? Okay, 6 minutes ago. Moment dot, here will be single detail dot created at dot from now. Let's see if this works. Okay, an hour ago, 40 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. Great, great. This is working. One more thing we'll do here is when we get the list, what we will do is we will just invert it. So where is that? Fetched post, right? So fetched post dot reverse, because what we care about is we care just like 10, last 10, right? So 6 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. Let's see. There is an issue while doing this. So let's see if we are facing that issue. Hello, post a few seconds ago. So we are not. So which is great. So what the issue is that once I have it in reverse mode, if I post something new, it's gonna re-reverse it. So an hour ago will come on the top, and few seconds ago will be at the bottom. When I add something new, so it's gonna reverse it again. So that's the thing. And yeah, right now we are not facing that issue. So we were successfully able to complete the 3 tasks which we had, so which is great. So in the next video we will move forward with other tasks. And if you really like this video and this tutorials, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment and let us know what you feel about these tutorials. We really appreciate your help and we need your support. So thank you very much for watching and stay tuned. Bye bye.